Hey everyone, so this is our new episode of GrowthOS podcast, and with me is Deven Bhatti, who is the founder of Unoptimized, which is a conversion rate optimization agency. Welcome, Deven, to this podcast. It's lovely to have you here.
Yeah, it's pleasure to being here in your podcast.
Yeah. So, how are things going at your end?
Uh, Many things as because we are a CRO agency, right? We do a lot
Yeah.
of things going on. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we match the conversion, but sometimes we don't. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I do have some wedding functions going on, so I do need to attend after this podcast.
Oh, that's lovely. I know. Wedding seasons in India are a big
India,
kind of a
especially.
big time event. Yeah, so we tend to enjoy a lot.
Hmm.
All right, then. So, can you quickly give context to our listeners what your agency is currently doing and how are you helping your clients to achieve good conversion rates?
So first of all, I haven't started from solely from CRO point of view, or I do not have any marketing degree. But I did started from doing freelancing for designing, and then I switch gradually move to the conversion and all those part of the thing. And what my agency, which is Unoptimized, and my team, what they do is that we take care of AI and B2B SaaS businesses with their conversions, with their funnels, and with their revenues also. So how things are going in background, not on the website itself, but in the background also. So it's more likely helping with them growth and marketing
Mhm.
to get that results and get them achieve their goals quickly.
Oh, that's wonderful to know.
Hmm.
So, Devin, quickly to understand, can you explain CRO in a very simpler terms to those who are not yet familiar with the concept? So, what happens is most of the inquiries that even we get is that we need more leads, right? And more
Yes.
leads happen will with good conversions, right? So, to help our listeners understand what CRO exactly means, can you just explain that?
Okay. So again, it's not the rocket science itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you, as you told that everyone wants more leads, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what CRO means is that how you can qualify that thing. Like for example, if you are getting traffic, but you are not, your product is not being sold to the buyers you want to, right? So that is where CRO comes in. It's not about website also, but it is
Mm-hmm.
more about how you like cater the thing, how you present the things in a way that your buyer will feel that it is just built for me. So that is basically CRO. It is more about messaging positioning. That's all.
Messaging and positioning, right?
Yes, it is more about
Okay.
that.
Okay, nice, nice. So apart from websites, like, do you know other aspects like where CRO can be helpful? So, for example, I'll say that there are different marketing collaterals, or even on LinkedIn also. So we can treat LinkedIn as a landing page platform, and like we can consider certain aspects where you can optimize your profile so you get more inbounds.
Correct.
Yeah. So can you help us understand like what kind of touch points are there where you as a CRO expert are looking to optimize those areas?
Again, it comes to that who are your buyers? Everybody is doing for their buyers, right? It could be
Yes.
social media, it could be LinkedIn, it could be website also. Everybody wants
Mhm.
their buyers. Everybody wants
True.
to be in front of their buyers. So whatever
Mhm.
it takes to be in front of your buyer, it is CRO. It's that simple. But again, coming to the part, as you told that we can leverage LinkedIn as a platform, to be ranked as a CRO platform, right? To be in
Mhm.
front of your buyers or to get the inbound leads. A good thing which I would love to share is that when I created my LinkedIn profile back then, maybe 3 years ago, uh, I'm getting my freelance projects, design freelance project, not the CRO, design freelance project from LinkedIn. It's because I did started sharing my projects, what I'm learning, what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad. So
Mhm.
that is a kind of thing which helped me rank on the LinkedIn in like in search queries, in the comments also, right? So that's where you can leverage. It's because I'm sharing my process, not that hey, I am a designer, do hire me. No, I haven't did that approach, or I haven't preferred that approach as when
Right.
I started my journey, right? So this kind of
Hmm.
thing, the sharing your process, understanding your bias, how they look your content, it is much important if you want to get some LinkedIn inbound or the thing. But I'm not a LinkedIn guru yet.
No, actually, the irony is those who are claiming that they are gurus or experts are actually they don't know much of the aspects. Like if I ask them certain hard questions, they won't be able to answer. So
Maybe,
that is the
maybe.
thing. But yeah, if you showcase your process instead of just showing level knowledge, that makes a lot of difference, right? And
Hmm.
nobody appreciates to hard sell. Like people love to have that perspective that I discovered you instead of you coming to sell your products or services, right?
Yeah, exactly,
So
exactly.
that is there. Nobody wants to get hard sold on that, right? And
Hmm.
also like when it comes to the CRO perspective, right, your website should be able to communicate well with your audience, like what are your products or services and how it can benefit them. So
Correct.
eventually it helps in the discoverability during the whenever they are doing their research. And if they are
Hmm.
convinced that okay, this product or the service can help me solve whatever the requirements I have, they will definitely sign you up.
You pretty much covered all those aspect as a basic, as the foundation.
Yeah, so we are like dealing it with day in day out, no? So we know what are the things that people usually care about. So, but
Correct.
yeah, lovely to have you here when we talk about, especially from the conversions point, which is
Hmm.
pain point for all of the businesses, right?
Yeah.
So Devin, I would like to understand uh, what actually gives a better conversion, like whether I should have a dedicated service page or service page on my website, or I should create a separate landing page which has a different layout, look and feel, and overall structure. What are your recommendations on that?
Okay, fair question. I would prefer to give the answer in a different way, as other growth team might give the answer, is that we should try to leverage both of the pages, as because you told me that services pages, and on the another hand landing pages, right?
Yep.
As a business, your job is to leverage both of the things. You do
Mm-hmm.
need to have services pages, as because you do need to have to educate your people, educate your buyers, that what are the things how you can pursue, and by pursuing those things, how our tool can help you figure things out faster, quicker, or the better way possible. And the landing page is more accurate when we want to retarget someone, or when we knew that these are the people will surely buy some things from us. So the difference between service page and landing page is the intent. There is an intent gap, that first of the services page is user, they are not aware of your tool, or they were might using another competitor or the other product in the same niche. But when you use the landing page, you can quickly redirect them. You give them the direction what you need to do, but you do need to educate, and you do need to have a landing page also.
Okay, perfect. So
Hmm.
what I'm understanding is service pages are great for middle of the funnel buyer, and
Correct.
landing pages would be more suitable for the BOFU, that is bottom of the funnel
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
users,
correct,
right?
correct. Hmm.
Okay, okay, that's perfect then. For example, like you are working on mostly B2B SaaS companies, right? You are
Correct.
optimizing for them. What is the ideal conversion rate that they can aim for?
Hmm. It depends, but I would not say that it depends, as because let's say we will have a two different thing in front of us to compare.
Mhm.
For our good conversion, we can say something that if you are getting a 10% conversion rate, but your sales team or your marketing team do needs to do hard work. It's because let's say you are getting 10 calls, right? But 10 of the calls are not a good quality calls.
Hmm.
That is also a 10% conversion rate. But in front of that, to compare with other aspect, is that you are getting just 1% conversion rate. But that 1% of one call can give you the sure deal or the sure like paid customer. It will convert into paid customer, right? Which is a different thing. So
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
do need to understand what are your like what are your KPIs with the conversion rate, how you look at as a business owner or as a business, how you are thinking that what is your conversion rate should be. There is no such a good conversion or a bad conversion. At the end of the day, every business needs the revenue, every business need to sell their products, so that is the
Right.
bare minimum we need to achieve. We don't like hardly look at the conversion rate that okay 4% is good, 5% is good. No,
Right.
we aim to get what they are looking for. Like if they want to get trial to paid conversion faster, if they want to get that first aha moment, if they want to be like they want to optimize their onboarding, so we look at that perspective. Okay, if we want to you update the onboarding experience, what are the things we need to do upfront on the landing page, on the website, on the book a call also. Like if your salesperson in on the call with them, if your buyers are on the call, what are the
Hmm.
things you need to take care of, so that interested buyer can convert into paid customer from the trial, right? So those are the
Okay.
things we don't look at those that thing that you need to have 5% conversion rate. No.
Okay, understood. Right. So just because there are certain KPIs associated with every kind of projects, right? For us SEO, so certain will benchmark that okay, we should achieving let's say maybe 20-30% increase in organic traffic within 6 months or within 3 months, right? We tend to define like time frame also, just to
Hmm.
have tangible, to bring the tangibility to whatever the goals
Correct.
that we are setting, right? So this
Hmm.
gives like okay, after 3 months I want to evaluate how my campaign went, right? So let's say we had aimed for 20% growth, but we are seeing about close to 12 or 15%, right? So we are close to our target, so which means that we have set good targets and not overcommitting or undercommitting in any way, right? So that
Hmm.
is more important when it comes to structuring or strategizing campaigns, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So moving, like continuing our discussion on this, I would like to know that if, let's say, for example, the SaaS company is not getting good enough conversions, right? So, in your terms, it would be good qualified leads.
Yes.
How can a company improvise on that? What are the ways to do that?
First thing, you do need to look at that your product is good or not. It is not about the website. It might be because in working experience with my clients, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes I see that the website or the messaging or landing page also, it's not the issue. It could be a product, it could be how you created the features for your buyers. So are you able to understand your buyers at the first place or not? That is the first thing we ask each of the time. That
Hmm.
product should have a minimum potential to be sold, right? When I say that you do need to look at your product or the buyers you are targeting, it is more about that you have solid proof that whomever you choose for your ICP, for the persona, are the accurate person for your product or not. Once you do that, you will get more clarity. Is that if your buyer is going into cafe and having their meetings, right? If you know that you can sell anything to them, as because you understand that they love coffee, they want to have meetings in the open ground or something, right? So you understood two things about them. Now when it comes to the website or the onboarding, you can say grab your coffee and join the meeting with our salesperson. That could be a crazy thing for them. Okay,
True.
I'm in cafe and you told me that, okay, have your coffee and our salesperson is ready to give you the demo, which is a crazy experience for them, right? So that kind of thing you need to understand to improve the things. So that's where ICP comes. That's where session recordings comes. How your user behaves to your product comes, right? So those are the things you need to understand to improve the conversions.
Okay, okay, yeah. So very well explained here. Thank you so much. We work mostly on the SEO front for our
Yeah.
clients, and certain times people say that I want good leads or more leads from the organic search results.
Hmm.
Now, nobody would guarantee leads from organic because it is highly uncertain. So, for example, on day one, your website would be ranking on number two or number three, but on day 10, your website would fall down back, maybe sixth or seventh position, right? And this impacts your pipeline or the number of leads that you're getting, right? Now, assuming that the website is good, everything that is on page, technical SEO, loading speed, every SEO checklist has been achieved pretty well. Now, from an conversion point of view, what are the things that we can look at because they are not getting good leads? So, how we can improvise on that?
Okay. What I believe is that if you are sorted with SEO, like as you told that we have a checklist for SEO, and if you do complete that checklist, the like I will say that 50% of CRO is done already, as because you have understood the keywords, you have did some research on your target users, right? So you have done something related to the CRO also. It's not solely that you have done SEO. SEO covers other aspect of CRO also. But again, to optimize with the CRO specifically, if you have done SEO, again I will say that you need to check your product. As because with many clients they do have organic reach, as you told that many companies who are maybe bootstrap, who are maybe funded, but they do prefer to have organic traffic, as because organic traffic have some trust already. So your team, your website don't need to do the hard work, as because people are already searching for about you, so which is a
Right.
easy thing to convert. But how to optimize that is that, again, you need to understand your user, the way they were looking at the things. And a few example I can give is that if you are an AI startup right now in 2026, people were thinking that, okay, we have AI powered chatbot, we have AI powered video calls, but that is not something people are looking for.
Hmm.
If I'm in US and maybe I'm partying somewhere, right, and I see your ad or something, or I will just searching on the cafe, I do need to understand that, okay, maybe other US investors are using this video call, are leveraging this tool. It's not about
Right.
that it is AI powered, but it is more about that, okay, people are also using it, that has some authority. So that
Right.
is something you can have some organic leverage on top of that with the social proof you have, which is a
Hmm.
specific example I have given. But for the organic reach, give me a minute, huh? On the CRO thing.
Mm. So I have, when I was doing outreach for our business, client acquisition process, certain queries were like that I am not getting good leads. Now,
Okay.
good leads, how do we strategize SEO in a way that it brings good leads, right? And the only way to do that would be to to incorporate the CRO elements or the aspects into the process. And many a times during when I'm conducting complete website audits, CRO is also one of the aspects that I look, that whether the CTA buttons are in place, right, whether
Hmm.
they are working or not, whether the
Hmm.
navigation is properly done or not.
Okay.
So these are some of the aspects, and these are very basic aspects that as an SEO or as a marketer I should be looking at.
Hmm. I got that point. So
Mm.
again, I'm coming back to my topic, how you can leverage organic traffic from the CRO perspective, how you can optimize with the CRO person's help, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So is that as you told me that you are doing keyword research, you are having a rank on specific queries on the Google search result or any LLM you are like optimized for with the SEO GEO, right? The thing is that if I say a good example, a real life example is Ether company for scooters, right? EV
Hmm.
scooters.
Yeah.
When I'm watching the IPL match or like the maybe I think ODI or T20, recent ODI T20s, right? They were
Hmm.
having ads on the match in between the match. So now what they were doing is that they at the very end of the ad they have a banner, the same banner, the same copy, and the same CTA they have used on their homepage.
Hmm.
Right. So there is some connection. If I'm seeing your poster, your banner on street, right, and you have used a red color over there, which is a very basic thing I'm talking about right now. It's not extreme CRO, but the basic thing.
Hmm.
I have seen red color, and when I'm opening your website, it is a pink. How can my brain process that thing? I first thought that I landed on the different website, right? Because my brain
Hmm.
not able to process that.
Hmm.
But Ether did it well, which is a real example, and like which I appreciate to their team also is because they have maintained the consistency with those things. So that is a
Hmm.
good part of CRO covers already with the SEO.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
I'm getting that aspect. So consistency is something that you should be focusing
Yes,
on, right? Because people land on your website or some other digital asset, and they are finding a completely different image or look and feel. They would be get confused, right? Whether it is the same brand or why is it different. So
and that's why
that's what
I will prefer to sorry, that's why I will prefer to have senior designers or the senior people in my team, as because any intern will do mistake if I will just say that okay, do a social media post for company or the product, right?
Hmm.
They will use
Hmm.
their own brain, they will not check that what is brand guideline is, because brand guidelines also are a part of your marketing, right? So you do need to follow those rules when you are marketing.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that is something which differentiate the senior and the intern level people.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So, and even if the interns are provided the brand guidelines, you definitely need a senior designer to
Yeah, to
QC
validate.
the assets they are creating, right?
Hmm.
Otherwise, messaging or the designing would not be consistent with whatever the initial materials that they have published.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Coming to the AI search aspect, like considering that recently Ahrefs updated their study and found out that AI searches are now dropping the organic traffic by 58%. Now,
Okay.
let's say, for example, in the AI overviews or LLMs, a person is discovering your site, right?
Hmm.
So they will be directing or navigating to your website, but
Hmm.
if the website does not have a good CRO, it might not convert that. And traffic from AI overviews is very high intent. How like what are your thoughts on that, and why CRO will be pretty much critical in this aspect?
Okay, okay. I'm really sorry about that. AI is now going to reduce the 58% of the organic reach for the people, like for the product and ranking, right? Which is a not good thing. But what is the good thing about that happened is because CRO is more about the clarity and the intent. Have your buyer is we always say to prefer to say that those are the ready to buyers, right? This person is ready to buy. We qualify on that basis. So that is something which AI help us. Like if you are getting 10,000 visits on your website back then before AI summaries and AI mode, right? Now you are just getting a 50% of that. Maybe it could be 5,000, but
Mhm.
5,000 of people were more qualified automatically.
Okay.
what I believe. As because AI do have some smart mind behind it, that if I have searched that I do need to have Apple MacBook, but on the other tab I search about that my income is 30K per month, right? So AI
Hmm.
will understand that okay, this person is not to have a MacBook Pro version, but we can market them MacBook Air.
Hmm. Possible. Yeah.
Possible, right? So AI
Possible.
have that leverage. So
Hmm.
it's only my take on this particular thing is that AI is helping us to qualify our leads by reducing our traffic. But
Hmm.
while they were
Yeah.
reducing our traffic, they will helping us with the qualified lead also.
Yeah, so that is what I'm trying to understand. We know that that traffic is high intent and is likely to
Yes.
convert. But if the
Yes.
CRO is not in place, if the user is facing certain issues or not able to understand from your website whether they will be investing in a right solution or not, so here I believe that the CRO part would be much more useful to convert them into a paying customer. Otherwise, if you are optimizing for AEO, GEO, AI search optimization, whatever the terms are floating around, but the core aspect, that is CRO, is not there, you are eventually losing out on the pipeline, I would say.
Okay, okay. First thing, I don't think so. CRO is the main key pillar of any of the growth. Like there are product, there are marketing, there are CRO also. So when we talk about CRO, I don't think so. It is a rocket science or something, or it is the next big thing in future. But
Hmm.
definitely in this particular era of AI,
Hmm.
CRO is much effective to have, which is
Hmm.
we can leverage that thing easily. As because as you told that the high intent people we are already getting from the
Hmm.
AI search result and AI summaries, right?
Hmm.
How you can take care of CRO from that angle.
Hmm.
Again, that author example, that other example I've given in past, right? So those are the good example of that. If I'm searching about that, okay, I'm looking for best mobile apps under 30K, right? I do
Hmm.
not like. I just want to be generic this time. Is that if I'm searching that the best gaming phone under 40K, right?
Hmm.
That particular person is searching about 40K range, right? If you will
Yeah.
show them, if your SEO person is ranking on the same query, but the product they were showing is 80K, the buyer will
Hmm.
not buy, right? Because it's out of their budget.
Hmm.
To,
Okay.
to give you the example, what SEO person is doing, to give you this example, is that if I'm thinking that our company, our client want to be ranked in a search result where somebody search about that what is the good gaming phone under 40K, right? So
Hmm.
what SEO person will do? They will do research on keywords. They will do search on queries. What are the high intent keywords? What are the low intent keyword which we can rank on, right? And while they were doing this research, they might forget about that. Okay, our budget is 40K, but we have shown them the 80K product, which is not relevant.
Hmm.
We are good with the page, our page is able to rank, but the product or the messaging or the CTA, it could be I'm just talking about the visual point of view as of now, as because
Hmm.
CRO in background is much difficult thing to understand. But
Hmm.
whenever they were coming, they will not be able to relate. Again,
Hmm.
that intent gap will be there,
True.
right? So
So
that is the
the intent and the messaging does not match.
Yes, yes. Most of the time,
Hmm.
most of my clients do have that issues with their messaging and positioning, as because
Hmm.
they might thought sometime that okay, Airbnb is our competitor, and I do need to explain them with a call as that Airbnb is not your competitor. You are just a small product as of now. You will compete
Hmm.
in future, but right now you are not. So that
Okay.
mirror, that reflection, or the right guidance is needed over there.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Like
Understood.
people might assume that okay, I do have a great agency over me. I do think that okay, they are my competitors, but I'm
Hmm.
doing my job in Ahmedabad. I'm doing my job from Bangalore, right? I'm not
Hmm.
their competitor yet, not yet.
true.
So that's how we can leverage the SEO and CRO with that thing.
Mm-hmm. Fair point. Understood. So yeah, we always need to compare apple with apple and orange with orange. We cannot
Yes,
compare
exactly.
a small scale startup with a huge high a listed company like Airbnb or
Hmm.
even Nvidia, right? If I am
Correct.
just starting out as an AI company and want to create content on that, so Nvidia is on a next level and I am just starting out. So it's not. It
It's
doesn't
because you
make any
just
sense to compare.
it's because you just started your R&D with the semiconductors, but Nvidia
Hmm.
have done crazy things with semiconductors, right? So you can't
Of
compare
course.
yet, not yet.
Yeah. True. 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 Nice. So Devin, help me understand. So when you say you are doing CRO for B2B SaaS companies, AI tech companies, what all things do you offer? Like what all things are included in your services, or your even if it would be better if you can explain your process.
Process is very simple, to be honest, but
Mm,
I would say that why we are choosing this specific niche is that I personally like a crazy fan of who is building a product. If you are building a product,
mm,
I will become your fan, as because I love who build products. Again, about our processes, which is very simple. We look at two things only: the ICP, and we look at your data, the analytics part, that how your post-hoc dashboard is looking like, what are the things that tool is showing to you, but you are so dumb that you are not able to understand, because
mm,
everything is there. Okay, so ICP is first thing, and the second thing is dashboard, or it could be Microsoft Clarity, it could be Google Analytics also, if they were doing paid campaigns also, right?
mm,
So
mm,
why we are asked only two things is because if you get the ICP access and the analytics access, you will understand that okay, who is coming and how they are behaving. If you are able to understand both things, you can make something out of it. Now you will able to make a landing page. Now you will able to match the positioning, match the messaging with that particular persona you have selected, right?
mm,
So those are the both thing. About the process, we start from the copywriting, as because I believe, and we believe, our entire agency believe, is that messaging and positioning is most of the CRO process. As because if you nail down, if your messaging is good, and if you have a average product, people will buy you. But if you have the great product and people are not able to relate with the messaging or the words you have used, they will not use your product also. So that is
mm,
the base thing we make sure that we follow each time. Starting from the copywriting, we do have a quick wireframe round where we will just play around that. What is the possibility with the data we have, right? What are the
mm,
sections? What are the I'm talking only about the website, is because most of the people who are our listeners are familiar with the website. CRO also covers onboarding. It also covers have the entire process of. Okay, give me a second.
yeah, no problem.
Okay. I'm coming again with the process. Is that we do start with the copywriting. We do have a quick wireframe round, as because we have the data as that how people are behaving on the web page. Why I'm using the web page example is because many of the listeners are more familiar with the website example. CRO also covers onboarding. They also cover have your call go with the entire experience. If I will get to know that you are a person who is doing SEO, from that point to where I book a call with you, between that everything works with the CRO, either directly or indirectly. So once we
Mm,
do that wireframing, we will show it to the client or the business we are working with, and when they will approve, we will have some changes also, right? So clients are
mm,
like, we do need to have this thing as a priority. Now we go back and forth that no, that we need to prioritize this thing to get some good conversion with your user. We look at the
true.
messaging also, that what are the flows you have already in your old pages or the current page, and now with this particular page you are getting this much of things covered.
Hmm.
Now
Hmm.
once those things are completed, we move to the designers. Once design is completed, that visuals are the still the one core pillar of our agency, is because AI is now able to create the websites, right? They were able to
Yeah.
replicate entire website, but they will not able to replicate the visuals yet,
Okay.
which could be on brand visuals. Like if your product has a look and feel of something, you do need to have a good designer, I will say great designer, to replicate that as a minimal UI or the minimal visuals or the graphic on your website. So that is something we look at for. Apart from that, we will move from designing to developer. And once developer, it could be, we prefer to have no code tools, as because now those are uh, the fast, they do have fast loading speed, they do use latest technology. I'm not a tech person, I do have marketing mindset, so I don't understand the technology, right? But I knew that if we use the no code tools, they have some leverages over, like with the time and with money, right? We use to prefer no code tools, and we deliver those things. And about our other packages, that onboarding and all those stuff, there are, we needed the product designers also, a good copywriter also. So those are the things we do provide.
Okay. And what are the usual KPIs that you track?
KPIs. We need to discuss those with the client, as because what are their goals. If you priorly you have told me that okay, some of your customers do need to have rank on, they do need to get 50% more organic reach in 3 months, next 3 months, right? So the same way they came to us that okay, David, our current ARR is 250K, we need to go till 330K in next quarter or something, right?
Hmm.
So which is achievable, we have done with our previous clients also. A good example is that Supergrow. So
Hmm.
those are the KPIs, that okay, our CRO service is not directly connected with the revenues, but if we do it right, it can impact in revenue also. So that is the power of CRO. And about the KPI, how we set it up is that okay, I understood that you are getting ARR. Now look at LTV, how your customer acquisition cost goes also, right? So we look at LTV, we look at CAC. Those are the technical terms. I don't
Hmm.
want to go into that, as because our listener will feel bored. But we look
Yeah.
at those data, right?
Yeah.
That
We
have,
can have another podcast where you can explain these terms
yeah.
because
If people love this, if people
yeah.
like, comment something, we definitely have to have another
Yeah,
call
because
on
most
that.
of our listeners would be, product managers, product
Okay,
marketers, content marketers, and these are the terms they are usually, come across on regular
those
basis.
terms. Hmm.
Yeah, but nobody has that kind of good knowledge that as an expert would have, right? So certainly would love to know, explore that side of things where you dissect these complex terms and associate with business growth.
Hmm. It is easy for me to like digest and explain, is because we have done it multiple times. We are bored with those things right now.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And coming again to my topic, that what we look at if we are like setting up the KPI for any of our businesses or the client, right? So we look
Hmm.
at those things, that okay, where we can save some money, and where we can allocate more money towards the growth. That how we can focus on SEO, how we can focus on CRO. Maybe it could be if I am on their call, I will ask that okay, let me see your onboarding from my end, give me just access of your product, I will do it by myself, or one of my
Hmm.
teammate will do that audit at the first place. And we will figure out that okay, that is something that let's have an example, is that if on your onboarding you have five steps,
Hmm.
but your user or your buyer is a really busy person, right?
Hmm.
They do not have some time to give you the information, or they might be a manager or the CXO level person who do not have all access to the basic information in their company. Maybe if you could ask them about that, okay, how many like what is your volume of getting traffic on your this particular website or this particular business, the CXO level person do not have direct access to that, right? If you ask
Mm,
that on onboarding, they will leave that point, as because they do not have that right data to give you. So we understand that, okay, that is something our user don't have, so we need to cut out on that, and we could just remove a one step, and that also gives you the like good onboarding experience in the down the line.
mm. Okay, okay, fair point. So Devin, now last thing that I would ask you is
Please.
how, as an SEO or content marketer, could perform CRO themselves. I would not say the complete CRO process to do that, but let's say, for example, I am doing an SEO audit or a complete website audit, right? Which are the key three things that I should be looking at? So we, from our podcast, we already have established that messaging is one point,
Correct.
where which is the key factor in CRO. Are there any other aspects that as a SEO or content marketer should be focusing on?
From the SEO perspective, right? If a SEO
Yeah,
person wants to do the CRO, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that first thing, that messaging is something you need to take care of, and SEO also covers some part of that. Apart
Hmm.
from that, that intent gap I told you that, right? That you do need
Yes.
to understand if you are targeting for maybe bottom of the funnel or the middle of the funnel. If you understand that, okay, my customer is sitting on the cafe, they do have a laptop and they are in between the meeting, right? If I
Yes.
will just use that messaging, I will be leveraged. But about the other two things, I would say the intensity gap, right? Intent gap.
Hmm.
That is
Hmm.
the second point, and the third point would be uh, from the CRO SEO point of view, right? SEO point of view, we could.
Yeah, no, CRO only, but like as an SEO professional, let's say you are looking at a website.
Why I'm
Uh,
thinking is because I want to be in SEO person's mind. Okay, what are the things they already knew, right? So
hmm.
that's what I'm thinking, that what they
No, so
can do better.
SEO person would look at, first of all, the on-page elements, which has
Yes,
the heading, the copy, whether it has appropriate HTML structure, whether it has proper keywords, whether the information or the depth of the information. It should not be the page should not have thin content, right? 50, 100 words, because otherwise it is very difficult to rank such pages.
yes,
It at least needs to have 300, 400 words. uh, Apart from certain, there are certain exceptions, that is homepage or something like that, but yeah, service pages need to have such kind of depth. Then there are proper menu elements, CTAs, right? So these are the aspects. Then there is meta titles, descriptions,
hmm. I'm
images.
clear with all these 3 points. That first we have figured out throughout our podcast is messaging and positioning. Second one is intent gap. They do need to understand the intent gap. And third one would be the consistency throughout your first touch point till the 20th touch point you are having with your buyer. That is something they need to take care. So
Mm.
whenever we are looking at the data, like if they do it right, our work will be way easier, as because
Mm.
whenever we look at the analytics dashboards, it could be post over something, we can relate that, okay, SEO person did that this thing well, as because we do have consistency
Yeah.
that impacts in the conversion,
Right.
for sure.
Mhm. Okay. I think it was a great conversation with you, Devin. Thank you so much for sharing your insights about CRO and how
Yes.
SEO person should be considering those aspects. And looking forward to doing more such interesting podcasts with you.
Yeah, if audience will love this podcast, we will have to have another call on maybe deeper topics for CRO, for sure.
Yeah, we can explore other aspects also, like how you can design high converting landing pages or something like that.
Right now, I do not have any course to sell, but yeah, I would love to share all those raw insights, the learnings I have with working with the client, as because I'm not being in any marketing, like marketing industries or marketing. studies. I do not have any marketing degree, right? But why I'm able to understand is because I have worked closely with founders and the team who are in growth. So I would love to share all those insights, how pages convert.
Okay, okay, that's lovely. So that's all, folks. We are wrapping up this episode, and we'll come back soon with another one. And so stay tuned and follow our channel.